This edition of Mac Voices is supported by Blue Apron, the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. Blue Apron delivers fantastic fresh ingredients right to your door, along with amazing recipes that you prepare at home, yourself, with your family. You just follow the step-by-step directions, and before you know it, you have Moroccan chicken, mushroom and barley miso ramen, or spinach risotto, ready to enjoy for dinner. Blue Apron sends you only what you need to make those dishes. No more, no less, so there is no running to the grocery store to get something you forgot or didn't realize you were out of, and there's no waste when you're finished. Blue Apron is also affordable, at less than $10 per meal per person. So while you're enjoying all these great meals, you're also saving money. And while you're saving money, you can feel good about how Blue Apron takes care of their food sources, partnering with 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the United States to deliver sustainably sourced seafood, responsibly raised beef, chicken, and pork, and regeneratively farmed produce. Best of all, you can give Blue Apron a try right now, for free, by visiting blueapron.com/MacVoices and signing up. Shipping is free, so there's nothing to hold you back. If you have dietary restrictions, Blue Apron can handle that too. So what you get is what you want. I want you to go to blueapron.com/MacVoices right now, sign up, and be fixing something amazing for dinner soon. You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Thanks to Blue Apron for their support of Mac Voices. Welcome to Mac Voices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, it's always fun when we get to check back with friends when they have new versions of software, and that's what we're doing this time around. We have Nick Mattingly from Switcher Studio back to talk to us about Switcher Studio 3. Nick, welcome. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So we should say right away that I'm not enticing you to talk when you're in pain or in discomfort. You just caught a little something, and you sound a little froggy.
Yeah, this is how I sound now, so it's okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So Switcher Studio 3, we've talked about various iterations of Switcher Studio up to this point, but this sounds like a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, so at the end of last year, we launched Switcher Go, which is our new free product. It was kind of a phone-first experience. And now with Switcher Studio 3.0, our flagship product, we've taken some of the things that we learned through the development of Switcher Go and have carried those over. And lots of good stuff under the hood. Okay,
so that always is interesting because Switcher Studio 2 and Switcher Go were like just blowing my socks off for what you could do with your phone or your iOS device. And now you've taken it and even made it more impressive?
Yeah, we're never going to be done with this thing. So one of the big requests that we've had for a while is video insertion, being able to take B-roll, pre-recorded video, and include that in your live broadcast. So with Switcher Studio 3.0, video insertion is now available. You can take an intro for your show and load it up before you go live. Or if you did an interview previously, you could queue that up during your broadcast and throw to it during your Facebook Live. So it gives a lot more flexibility during your broadcasts, and we're seeing people use it in really interesting ways. With the addition of video insertion, we also changed the graphic elements tab, so you have been able to add photos and graphic overlays and other assets previously, but it kind of has a new spin to it. It looks a little cleaner, and it's really easy to add those, rearrange them, go in and edit settings, and just get to those quicker. In this update, we also added a new camera control function, so you can queue up a camera, and we have a slider for zoom, so it's how quickly you go from point A to point B. You can ease in and out, and it's had a big impact on how that looks for viewers when you go to zoom instead of the kind of pinch to zoom that you see in a lot of other camera products.
Yeah, that can be a little disturbing if you aren't practiced with it. It's just all of a sudden, oh my God, it's huge, or oh my God, it just disappeared.
Exactly. So the slider makes it really easy to get that smooth shot as you come in and out, like you would see on a big expensive camera. Another one that we're really excited about is depth of field. So you can actually adjust the focus so that the foreground or the background is blurred out. And this is something that you would normally see in a digital SLR, and we've done it in the software in a way that it's not iPhone 7 specific. So it works on almost every iOS device that's running Switcher Studio. And it goes on into sliders for exposure, white balance, color balance. You can even dim the LED light on your phone if you're using it to throw light on the talent. And you can also link the LED light on your phone to the tally. So if you're doing multi-camera, when you throw to camera 2, you could have the tally light also come on that device so someone that's on screen knows where to look. So that was a really cool feature that we've been able to expose in this new update. And the piece that we're most excited about is the new phone UI. So video insertion was great, camera control is great. These are all things people have been asking for. But up until now, we've really encouraged our users to start with an iPad, just because it's a bigger screen. There's more real estate. It's easier to get to some of the more advanced features. The iPad Pro has a lot of screen there, so it's you're running multiple cameras. You can really get a good view into what's happening from those different perspectives. But with Switcher Go and now Switcher Studio 3.0, we've completely redesigned the phone interface where you can dial into all of those settings right from the sky that you have on you all the time. You don't have to carry around an iPad to be able to take advantage of everything that Switcher Studio has to offer. And that's screen sharing, that's multi-view effects, that's the camera controls, video insertion, everything that we've talked about. You can do that all right from your phone. So this can be the controller for your entire production, and you can go live on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope Producer, just about anywhere that you want to send it.
God, Nick, there's so many things to ask, but you kind of hit on one of the things for the UI, both for the phone, since there's a new one, but also for the iPad. As you start adding all these sophisticated features, that has to mean that there's a certain level of complexity, additional complexity introduced. I mean, it's just, if there's a control here now that wasn't there before, that's complexity. How did you approach that, trying to make things accessible but not terribly intimidating?
Yeah, so the easy solution is you add a new button, add a new tab, but then things get cluttered and you end up with menus inside of menus inside of menus. So with Switcher Go, which we released at the end of the year, we really started with the phone as the user experience and took a step back and really started from scratch, from how we thought about some of the things that we're doing inside of the product. And we've now been able to carry that over into Switcher Studio. And there's still things that come up or people ask about that we have already added that weren't a part of that original plan, so it can always throw a kink in it. But thinking about design from a standpoint where it can be flexible, where it's modular, where it's easy to get to in one or two taps, and where you can run it all from your phone, was a really big challenge, but something that was a lot of fun, and we're really excited with the results.
That's great. So some obvious questions here. First of all, when does this go live?
It is out. We are live, and we're making a few tweaks for things that people are catching, so we continue to improve on it. Our next big update will be right before NAB. Some of the other things that we're working on is live chat for Facebook, so being able to see those comments inside of the app. You don't have to run another computer or phone to watch your stream and see the comments. You'll be able to do all of that right inside of Switcher Studio and Switcher Go. And there's some other ones, but we'll save that for later. One that we didn't hit on earlier, we've also added a mute function. So previously, Switcher would use the built-in mic on your device or any audio source that you connected via the Lightning port or the headphone jack. And it's just whatever came in is what your viewers heard. It's on or it's not. And now we've added the ability to actually mute that audio source from within the Switcher interface. So if you start 10 minutes early and you don't want people to overhear your conversation, you can kill the sound. If you're at an event and Britney Spears comes on the PA and you're concerned about copyright and you don't want YouTube to flag it with Content ID, you could mute the audio and queue up something else through your mixer, give you a little bit of time to react to that. So it adds more flexibility to what you can do on the audio side. And it was a big infrastructure change in how we manage audio to be able to add this feature and be able to manage audio with video insertion that's going to set us up to do some really cool things in the future.
That's a fantastic addition, because you're right. With a lot of the Facebook Live stuff and the YouTube Live stuff as well, there's a set time, and sometimes it's fun to hear the behind the scenes stuff, but sometimes you hear stuff that you probably didn't want to hear and they didn't want you to hear. So nice feature. Okay, so what is my learning curve for this? And maybe kind of in conjunction with that, how do I learn to use all the great new features if I'm already a Switcher user?
Yeah, so to get started, if you have Switcher Studio, just go to the App Store and update to make sure you have the latest version if you don't have auto update enabled already. So that's all you have to do to take advantage of the new things that are available in Switcher Studio 3.0. If you're a new user coming to us for the very first time, you want to start on our website at switcherstudio.com, create an account first, and then when you download the app, you'll be able to log in and go from there. It's really easy to link accounts for YouTube and Facebook if you're doing live. It's not all about live. It doesn't have to be live. You can also record video and edit or upload afterwards. So there's a lot of flexibility with how you can use the product and leverage it. But we tried to make it really intuitive, and especially with the new phone interface, I think it's easy for people to pick up and just play around with it and see what you can do.
Okay, sounds good. So the way you said it, it sounds like there's no cost for the upgrade.
Right. This is included as part of your Switcher Studio subscription. So if you have an active account, you get access to the app, desktop tools for screen sharing and moving projects into Final Cut Pro. There's dashboard features for syncing your account, linking it with Facebook, YouTube, managing your channels online. We're really support heavy, and as we continue to add new features, those will also be available to people that are using Switcher Studio. So if you're in, you're ready to go. If you're new to it, or if these things sound exciting, go to the website, check it out. The first 14 days, you get full access to everything. You don't even have to put in a credit card. So we try to make it easy.
Great. What I was going to ask you is if you wouldn't mind going back over the pricing and explaining the difference for the people that are brand new to this, the difference between Switcher Studio and Switcher Go.
Right. So Switcher Studio allows you to record and stream video from an iPhone or iPad. It is an iOS solution. We have other tools and software that integrate with it to allow you to make really cool content. And it's $25 a month or $2.99 a year. So you would sign up through our website, create an account, and that's where you would activate your subscription. If you're not ready to jump on board, or you don't need all the features that are there, Switcher Go is completely free. It's a great way to get started. It works with YouTube Live and Facebook Live. It allows you to add up to 4 photos or pre-recorded videos.
Perfect. And the website, of course, is
switcherstudio.com. We also have a great knowledge base, so if you're playing around with these new features or you want to get more information on how they work, there's some tutorials that are available there that show how to access those, how to use those. We also are doing video updates on YouTube, and every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have a Facebook Live broadcast that we do from the Switcher Studio page where we'll talk about some of the things that we're working on, feature users, answer questions. So it's a really good opportunity to meet the team and engage. And if you're actively using Switcher, we really encourage users to check out the Switcher Studio Enthusiast group on Facebook. We launched this just over a month ago, and the response has been phenomenal. We have people that are posting links to their videos, asking questions, posting pictures of their rigs, even putting up proposals that they've used to use Switcher in their community to get business, or links to weird contraptions they've come up with to do things with their iPhones and iPads. So it's been really cool to see what people are making, and they're supporting one another. They're helping each other out, and it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like this has turned into a little side video branch of the maker movement.
Yeah, mobile video is everyone has a phone on them, and we take pictures all the time. We shoot video, but 9 times out of 10, it stays on your device. It doesn't go anywhere. And I think as Twitter, as Facebook, as some of these social platforms start pushing more and more live video and make it more accessible, people are going to think of new and creative ways to make that type of content, especially for a brand or a business. It's hitting all across the board. Facebook is doing billboard ads and putting things on the side of buses talking about how easy it is to go live. And A couple of years ago, we thought it was weird that people were putting photos of their food up all the time. And now Instagram's a huge phenomenon. And I think we're still in the very early stages of live video impacting everyone. And using your phone and mobile creator tools like Switcher Studio, you can make better video.
Yeah, that's the key. Because it's one thing to go live. It's a whole different thing to go live well. So
Absolutely.
Good job. I'm looking forward to experimenting a little with it. Last thing, will you be at NAB this year?
Yes, we will be at NAB, and actually this is the first time Facebook will be represented at NAB. They are hosting a Facebook pavilion, and we are one of the official partners with Facebook Live, so we'll be on the second floor in the South Lower Hall. Also have a couple media partners that we're working with that will be using Switcher to record interviews and take a look at some of the cool things happening at the show. So still waiting to get our booth number, but we'll be in the South Lower Hall at the Facebook Live Pavilion. Come see us and check us out online at switcherstudio.com.
Definitely. I will definitely be stopping by, finding a time, and chatting with you. Hopefully we can do a little discussion about any updates that are there and how things are going at that point.
That would be great.
Nick, it's good to see you. Thanks for the time. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. We'll talk soon. Take care.
All right. Sounds good. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Mac Voices. We'll be seeing Nick at NAB. I hope we might see you at NAB as well. But if not, until the next time right here, thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.